pistons pump, hear the engine roar. That's my heart and soul, trying to bend the law. It's a beautiful night to fly like a phoenix, bang the beat and get high like I'm Jesus. I had a choice before I got lost on the canvas, conform to the norm or go off on a tangent to a field of dreams. We built it with no bucks, so I aimed for the stars and tilted my scope up. Suddenly at gigs we were packing the floor, having a roar. It took 2 LPs to get a crack in the door. Here's Johnny. But I'm happy of course, I talk total true thoughts when I'm tackling tours. Matter of fact, I just rap, not a cat with a Porsche. I'm in a tug of war, words rolling back with the Fords. And I can't get enough of this feeling. Blaze the bonfire up on this beach. And welcome to Woodstock 2008. You better buckle up, this ride has no brakes. I'ma bang the bitch till the flames at the back, out of control like a train off its tracks. You know goddamn well who burnt the house down, buried the bullshit and turned the sound round. BEI, we bring it back to basics and get the whole crowd ape shit. Well, I've been slaving for 5 days, and finally the weekend's arrived.
Cool, yeah. Battery all.
Yeah, it's got 3 bars on it.
Cool.
I'm gonna put an alarm for 15 minutes in.
To check.
Just in case.
Just to try and outdo 8 minutes from last time.
Everybody start making the Blue Healers theme song with your mouth.
Bop, bop.
It's country music, that's all I can remember.
It also sounds the same to me. Hey.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi. Well, maybe that could be the opener.
Hey, hello, hi.
Hi. All right. We're back. Second time around after the first time failed.
Yeah, second time. Let's hopefully second time's a charm. That's not the saying, but second time's a charm.
And and of course we have a special guest. That's Mark Tripodi.
Hello. Hey guys. Hey buddies.
And like I said last time, we attempted to record this. Got any plugs? Because I know people tune out by the end.
Oh yeah, quick plugs. I am doing a show probably right now in the Adelaide Fringe called Adelaide Comedy Next Generation. 13th of February through to the 1st of March. Every Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So yeah, we start at 6 o'clock. Tickets are $20. Come to the Rhino Room.
Bonus.
Yeah.
All right, let's get this
show started. Let's pretend that we don't know what's going to happen.
Okay. Well, to be honest, I think I was like too drunk to remember what happened last time. There were pies involved. I remember that much.
I'm showing them a few possibilities on lovely people.
So that's Hammond, Mr. and Mrs. for the nights of the 12th and the 13th.
And since they wanted somewhere simple but cosy.
He thought of me, thanks to you.
I remember talking about hair.
That is a given. If you listen to every podcast episode I do, I somehow obsess over the women's hair. I'd never realised how much.
There you go.
Oh, twisties. That's nice.
It's Australian. The standard Northern Territory stubby in the background.
You know what you did? Are you thinking of paying me for that combo?
And of course the feisty redhead with the frizzy hair.
Yeah.
Feisty redheads are a mainstay.
Yeah.
I think every Australian drummer I've seen has had the frizzy head, feisty red hair.
You just sold me this
It's a pie.
a legal transaction. What I think you owe me, yeah?
He didn't even take a bite of the
No.
mouse. So he doesn't.
Evidence.
He somehow recognised the
Well, I'll give you a free
Recognise
beer for
the
a combo,
taste.
but that's it.
I don't think a
Of
freebie
mouse.
is going to cover this.
Maybe he
I
regularly
think I
eats
might have to
mice.
see my solicitor.
Go and buy that shirt.
She's a
I would
civilian
say it's a
employee.
possibility.
Officially, she's
Dodgy
a policy
prop is
planning
that? Do you reckon
review
they had a
committee.
more
Her name's
realistic
Grace
looking
McDonald,
prop
and
and
she's
then they go,
arriving
we've got to
tomorrow
go
to
for
do
the
The mouse.
realistic looking
The mouse is not.
the knife.
What about the
You
pie?
know something I don't.
Yeah,
It's the most most
but
unappetizing
they're
pie.
Australians in a small country town, they'll eat any pie.
Yeah, the Victorians is what it is.
I think we talked about how realistic this set was, which was quite realistic because it looks quite shabby.
It does look quite shabby. I think we talked about how unrealistic it was that within one room you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, maybe 7 police officers in a minute country town.
Someone will be
They're all on shift at the same time.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
there's no night shift.
There's no night shift. But they could have always done a spin-off show like Blue Healers After Dark.
Like,
Yeah, Blue Healers Nights. Where they do
Baywatch?
Yeah, where they deal with the seedy crimes that go
happen
down.
at nights.
Yeah. And you know these two are going to be
It's where
on it.
you know you're
Yeah.
alone, but it's still a little
He's seeing
uneasy.
his solicitor now.
That
He
kind of
reckons he's
thing.
going to sue me.
Well, there's no chance he might have slipped the mouse in the pie himself.
It looked too
What?
well done.
I love the fact that going,
This is
oh,
serious, mate. It's
fair
not
enough,
like
they
a
found a
lunch
mouse, but I'm not actually going to put any of these pies in the fridge, regardless.
Yeah, they're just sitting
I'll
on the
just
counter.
leave them on the
People can
counter.
eat them at any point.
I'll leave them on the
Also,
counter for
The
hours.
tray gets delivered. It's put on the bar. This guy picks up
Which is the one with the wildlife?
the
Well, I told
pie,
Bill on the phone. Conqueror
eats it,
Hayes
goes, oh, there's a mouse in it.
You know,
There's-
William reckon you should have impounded it.
you don't actually see him pay for it.
See, I wasn't going
No.
to say slim for it.
I think it's been like
Cobb's gonna be looking for a
pre-purchase
nice
thing. He's
allowed
been
court
waiting
settlement
all
on
day
this
for
one,
these
eh?
pies to arrive.
Remember the cockroach and the beer at
Because
the
he
commercial?
bangs on about, oh, it's legal tender. I gave you money. We didn't
Yeah,
see any.
illegal transaction. That's what
Legal
it said.
transaction. That's it.
Call me a stickler for details too, but I find it a little bit distasteful the delivery guy should just rock up in a singlet.
You're pretty good at that, aren't you?
Ugh, that's turning me off.
With thinning hair,
Yeah, I heard about that.
but thickening sweat.
That's right.
Thickening waist.
Might be bearing a grudge. Cook you up a little special.
Richo's been known to play the odd practical joke.
So there's a grudge.
Yeah.
We watched this episode before, but we didn't really understand what.
No,
picked up a single
no,
thing.
no. I think we just sort of like
isn't it? Panic
I remember we
shitted
talked a
over
lot
all
about
of it.
scrunchies.
Yeah, we
Oh,
did talk about
that's a
that.
given. Yeah, there's no guarantee I won't do it again.
Surely, mate. You're too busy.
The rhythm of this show is way off for a TV show, by the way.
Yeah, yeah.
For a movie, maybe.
I'm telling you.
I think you've got too many characters.
How big is Willie McGuinness's head?
Yeah, it's massive. He's in the
He's in the background,
and his head is
makes
still
the guy in the
bigger.
foreground with like a little pinhead
And what is he sitting on? They've got him like sitting on a
on a phone book.
milk crate. Yeah, trying to.
He is tiny.
Celia?
That looks like a real road. I remember
Wanna take
mentioning
one of me
that
while
last
you're about
time.
You're stringing for the local paper now.
Oh, just a few snapshots for
It's very realistic, this show.
Heritage.
It's a
It's
nice
a real breeze.
cloudy day.
Is that all right?
A real breeze.
It is
Do
Western
you get the feeling
Victoria.
that she doesn't know how to use a camera? She's
we
just
go.
going, I'm just going to click this.
The
Are those
unprofessional pie
pies in
shop.
the bottom left burnt?
I don't know. Oh, they look revolting.
Could ruin us. We've had to pull back
Disaster.
today's batch. There's already cancellations for tomorrow.
He's
It's not
laconic
just the one in
Australian.
the pub. There's bits of mice in half
Iconic.
the pies we've looked at.
Iconic Australian.
Laconic.
Oh, but he's also iconic because he was
In
was he
Neighbours.
in Neighbours,
Yeah.
the
Signs of
iconic
infestation. The
grandpa.
mice weren't living
What are your thoughts on this guy in the middle here?
Oh, maybe we should save it. Maybe we should save it for the reveal.
We
Okay.
should definitely save it. I mean, I think we're making a few too references to last time
What
we saw
happened
this.
last time?
Someone's
Yeah.
trying to put us out
Yeah.
of
In our
business.
exclusive
I want
little
police
club.
involved.
I think we should mention that you chose this because of pies.
I did. It was a random pick. All I did was just do the simple search for pies.
The pie
The reveal was by that's coming up is
is
yeah,
going to be mind blowing for you guys out
and
there.
it's by
There's a very
chance.
heavy
It's
fire
perfect.
food container.
Oh yes, this is the fashion that we were talking
Yeah.
about.
The health
So
department's taking this very seriously. People have died
shiny
from contamination.
gold.
Yeah, like
And layering. It's layering of shades of gold.
Oh, it's disgusting.
why do you go for the shiny sort of like lame shirt with like a linen vest over the top? Wouldn't you be
No,
more
if
inclined to go the other
that
way around?
vest was a little shiny. It just wasn't as shiny as
Check
the.
out.
It was like a pearl as opposed to a gold.
Yeah, it was pearlescent.
Ugh. And this guy,
That was your
this
diet.
guy's wearing a shirt that would be fine if it was untucked, and he rolls up as
Thanks,
opposed to
PJ,
folds up.
for letting me know so
So
promptly.
that also
Now
looks stupid.
please get on to
Everyone in
He's
this
been
show
eating
looks
too many
stupid.
pies. He's got to tuck it in, bunch it out a little bit so
Yeah.
it's not too obvious.
Look at an authentic neighbourhood watch sticker there.
Have you checked into the Imperial yet?
That's right. I remember bitching about the
Yeah, they
fringe.
stole it from
The
the local
fringe.
police
Yeah,
So this is what
spaghetti fringe.
I automatically gravitate between to a woman's haircut.
You just tell me what you want, Miss
KGB.
McDonald.
Wow,
This is
this
what
was
you want.
early 90s.
Yeah.
The best will in the world. Our detectives are extremely busy. I can probably find your desk.
They're really specific, aren't they? We're not the KGB and something 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 detective office.
Oh, the horse!
The horse's
Oh, yeah.
ass. Here we go.
Chasey.
The chase scene.
Lisa McCune.
And that was just an excuse to have a grab a tit on the way through.
That wasn't in the script.
Yeah.
I think we both were arguing about whether or not we liked Lisa McCune, and I was like, I'm okay with Lisa McCune.
I was definitely on the I don't like Lisa McCune wagon.
Well, at least she has some meat on her at this stage, I've got to say. I mean, she's.
Wander through people's backyards, mate.
And I'll say,
Is that silence? I assume that's disapproval.
No one's
So
busy
you
looking
can't talk
at
about
Joe
others.
DeRosa here. Now here is a cryptic scene. He hops in the car. They take off.
And there's someone walking behind.
You see him run off in the background. They just left him.
Clancy's double.
Yeah. They're just arsehole cops. Yeah.
Senior sits?
Or the shops.
All the shops, okay.
Senior sits. Slang for senior citizens. What about just seniors?
I thought you'd be there by now. Some nutcase could already be planning his next...
So much.
He dropped.
See, here's so much like
Yeah.
tapping of the feet.
Yeah, someone's off camera with a couple of coconut halves.
I thought it was a little bit un-PC the way he dropped nut job like within a earshot of Clancy as well. Bit of
Senior
sensitivity.
sits again.
Constable Cooper,
I
Constable...
think that's a regular thing. They just drop nut job and everything else
Sits.
within.
I think sits kind of sounds like a dirty word.
Yeah, it does.
Will get you anything you need.
Especially when it's combined
I need
with
the
senior.
rosters, the vehicle logbook, the watch house book, attendance register, and a printout on briefs and
They
accidents.
want to fuck each other.
Yeah, the way he was like fucking
No, it's
clocking
not
her
allowed
tits,
to,
like
it's mandatory. And if you don't know what that means,
when she started to talk.
And the way she's smiling.
Yeah. Hey, you
They're
did it
gonna
again.
get,
Yeah.
they're gonna get into leather
Eyes
later
down.
on.
Yeah.
And they're gonna fuck.
When he
Love
puts
how
his like
they've-
leather
they've-
stormtrooper hat on.
They've spent a good chunk of their budget on this Mount Thomas sign, so they've got to shoot right in front of it.
Yeah, it's mandatory. Meanwhile,
It
they're
means
sort
you
of
have
like
to.
slowing traffic here. Every like person is legitimately slowing down, going, I think that actually is the cops.
Safeway.
Catch the aroma. Feel like
Probably
a fire.
local mayors in country towns or through. Can you please come and film that station?
That was a fake sign if ever I saw one.
Yeah, so fresh. Much fresher than their
Oh,
pies.
this is the scene. This is the
Oh,
scene.
that is that a laced back on that?
Yeah.
It is a laced back on that that vest.
Oh,
Disgusting.
It's getting better and better with the scrunchie.
Yeah. So keep looking between that and the pies.
They'll be getting their pies and bread from St David's in the future.
We're an institution. Barrett's
It's
Pie
happening.
already
It's
bought-
happening. The reveal. You had no idea this was going to happen.
No.
St David's, is that the name of the competition?
Yeah.
Some
Yeah.
St David's
Yeah.
Bakery.
well, you
It's a
said someone
Catholic
did it to you. Do they
bakery.
have a name?
I wouldn't have thought we had any enemies as such, would you, Bill?
I don't know.
Extortion threats. Give
Just
us
keep
money,
mugging.
put you out of business, that sort of thing.
No.
Oh, we understand what extortion means, lady.
Guy in the middle. He's wearing a scarf for a reason.
Yeah, I know. That outfit's a little bit.
Because he wouldn't stop calling me a puffer.
Now, there's no...
Oh!
What did you say?
Spoilers.
Oh.
I am a homosexual. That's why this is funny.
Okay, or Craig. Craig was never the subtle type.
This has got nothing to do with it.
A disgruntled ex-employee.
I know, I couldn't.
Wait, did he say Craig is never settled?
So, yeah.
Just didn't want to share the same change rooms with you.
We had the theory that this guy was fucking the
Yeah, the baker.
baker.
I don't know if that gets resolved, but I'm still convinced that was the case.
Yeah.
This macho act, I'm not buying one bit.
Went to school with him. Thought Mount Thomas had got
And also
shot.
he's youngish.
Now I find myself working alongside him. Been to fancy cooking.
I think
Working on muscle car.
Yeah.
we should
They
mention
seem to spread eagle pretty
Yeah.
readily on their car.
Angry about being
When
we
they
should
drive.
mention that this episode doesn't have it ends abruptly. It doesn't have a sequel. We have no resolution.
I know. Yeah.
We'll always slip without logging.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hence, watching it again.
That's why I have no problems like, yeah, picking out.
I think that's a peach tree behind the guy. And there was a lemon tree on the other side of the tree. This is not the backyard of an Australian. This is the backyard of an Italian.
You lot. Are you on the Pufter's side or something? He probably did it himself.
Hello.
Why would you do that, Craig?
Shut the place down. Go back to his flash mates in Melbourne.
Get rid of that sound.
Oh, Clancy, not a
Alright. But no more paper.
Mr. Observant.
You'll never make detective, son.
Oh, it takes him 30 minutes to cotton on that he's sort of drawing a picture.
You're a woman.
What he's actually drawn is the picture of the car that will eventually end up killing most of the characters on this show.
Yeah.
It's foreshadowing.
Foreshadowing.
Yeah, it was
This
part
is
of the
awesome. You
process.
could,
It's like
you could
one of
watch
those
this whole
psychic
thing
movies.
for all these. That could be an Easter egg for all we know. I'm just hoping that this show has more in it than
He just won't help me.
Boss, I'm not the one who needs warning.
help my
I'm
career.
locked into playing this shitty character week after week.
They keep on calling me
Yeah.
my job.
You wrote what to deal with Lisa McKeon's scrunchy.
Just remember that a policy review person is not necessarily your friend.
Cooper.
Cooper.
Seen many a promising career-
He is the young heartthrob of this show.
Apparently, no one else is his friend. They keep on giving him such a hard time.
That's exactly what he means, Adam.
He has no lips, though.
He does, but they're the exact same colour as the rest of his skin. It's like,
So Australian.
yeah,
Very Australian. Not a fan of that. Find it quite creepy.
it's all beige. His hair, his skin, his lips are all the same colour.
If you're so keen on marriage,
He's no
Unless
feisty
it's the
redhead.
weekend, then we'll have a stripe of white.
Is
across
he
his
drinking
face.
orange juice?
Yeah, it's a screwdriver.
That is a big screwdriver.
Now I'm doing the country.
Maybe it... Oh, wait, no, it does kind of look big now.
Yeah.
When you say so, see you?
Look at that woman there, just looking at everyone.
She's not.
Like hunched over like
This
Quasimodo.
wasn't realised.
listening.
Sorry, it wasn't meant to
Sorry.
be in the shot. Oh god.
Senior Constable Egan.
Hit the bricks. Another shit.
Who is that woman? Because she had a camera before.
She's a journalist. She's
Oh.
the one who's like doing the hatchet job story on the
On the pies.
yeah, on the bikes.
Station you've got here?
So she should. She should be writing about how shitty they are.
Obvious to everyone
It'd be so horrible to have a job as a journalist in a town like Mount
Thomas.
Thomas.
Criticise me for that. I'll have you up in front of the Lebanese discrimination.
Lebanese.
Board. Now, what have we got?
Okay. Compo Hayes.
Oh, okay. She took that well. Good comeback. Yeah, okay.
Racial diversity.
Yeah.
Lebanese, apparently. Massive racial diversity.
Yeah.
Still quite white.
Do you get the feeling that they've had to trim a little
Access to the site.
comeback there? It's like,
Yeah.
okay, we ran by legal, you're not allowed to call him.
Yeah.
Are there any black characters in this show?
Craig's theory on Malcolm.
Not regular
I think
ones.
there's a dog at some stage.
Oh dear.
Oof.
Black dog.
I'm supposed to be
horse?
so unhappy in Mount Thomas.
Probably.
So desperate to go back to Melbourne. That I've read.
I'm sure
Who
there
did-
will be once you need a token character. We've got the token gay guy here.
Yeah. And who did we conclude he looked like last time?
Oh,
And we're going to hit a...
Moonface the son. What's his
Yeah,
name?
yeah, we're at the exact same spot.
yeah, yeah.
Where we
Yeah.
like choke.
Always has been.
Newton, Matthew Newton.
Yeah, thank
I
you.
remembered.
Yeah.
He does look like Matthew Newton. Like a
You
hideous
mean do I
Matthew
feel
Newton.
that?
I was just about to say, look at those dreamy eyes.
There are probably women you don't find attractive.
I like who's that like a hideous Matthew.
I like how they have to explain homosexuality.
Sexuality. Yeah.
Relation you don't find attractive. Same with me. I don't.
She's,
And
she's
sitting there,
laughing.
she's
Yeah.
enjoying
I'm not
this.
into rough
Yeah.
trade.
Well, the Lebanese guy is like affronted by all of it. Oh,
Look,
hello.
Ooh.
my father loves this business.
Only 5%, by the way.
Yeah, I know.
Finds only 5% of men non-attractive.
I believe that was verified by the ABS.
Yeah.
Just for the record, you
started.
started work at 3 a.m. You get here first? My Uncle Bill was here first, then me, then Dad got here a few minutes later. And before 3.
Oh, so he's the son and nephew.
Yep.
I did not pick this up earlier.
I knew he was the son, but is he the nephew of the two older guys that you saw? Or he is the nephew of one of the two older guys?
We'd have to check.
Oh,
In Mount
I
Thomas?
didn't pick this up on first viewing. I thought he must have just... Because they start saying, why aren't you off working at some fancy city restaurant?
Okay, so he's been with a married man, but who?
I can't. I promise.
That's the mystery. We don't learn.
You
Because
understand
we
that?
keep talking
Everyone's a
about scrunchies and
suspect.
lame
We
vests.
can arrest you.
I can't help you.
For what?
Obstructing
being
justice,
gay.
probably.
How'd you know it was a married man?
Wait, what year is it?
I know, I guess
And what state are they in?
straight women and gay men have a few things.
It's
in
not
common.
Tasmania, so
It's either New South Wales or Victoria.
I think it's
filmed
Victoria.
in
It's Victoria.
If it was Victoria, then it'd be legal for him to be gay. But if it was before
Yeah.
1996, and
But
it was
it's
in
not
Tasmania,
close enough to Melbourne to be cool to be gay.
Exactly, yeah.
What good name's that, Richard?
He puts a shirt on for the interview.
I think the pint spiked Chris. Well, I didn't.
He's also got his formal singlet underneath.
Yeah, his stripy singlet.
Outdoors to get interviewed, matey.
There's just like plaid versus stripes versus lame.
Plaid with a t-shirt underneath, by the way.
Yeah.
I suppose he actually looks like he belongs in the country, though.
He's just trying to even out some of that swarthy Lebanese charm of his.
I don't know what I've done.
I think greasy Lebanese charm is the stereotype you're going for.
Yeah.
Went to the TAB, had a nice little learn on the midweeks. Went to the Imperial for just the one.
Oh, of course he went to the TAB.
Just the one.
Just the one.
It's 2 in the morning. I'm sitting outside the bakehouse in Combo Hayes' car. And I call him.
Oh.
Combo Hayes. He's
What?
outside the bakehouse at 2 this morning.
He's bloody a mouse in a pie.
I'm not talking to mate, right? No, absolutely not, mate. If contact yours talking to you.
Why are we whispering?
I don't know.
I think it's like
is this
Tom
the reveal?
Cruise. He whispers when
That's what I'm wondering.
It's dramatic. I think it's comedic whispering.
Well, I don't know. I'm still not clear. So are they saying that the delivery man was the guy? Like, sleeping with the baker? Or is it Compo was? Or...
Compo, I think.
Oh, really? Oh.
This guy, is this guy
I
here?
can't. Yeah, that's Compo.
Come again?
I just find that very hard to believe.
Is he married, though?
I don't think he was.
Maybe compo means something else.
What
I
are
don't know.
you talking about?
What am I talking about? I'm talking about mice in pies.
Look, if you're trying to put some pressure on for Chrissy, tell her I'll contemplate an out-of-court settle.
You were seen outside the bakehouse at 2 this morning. 9 hours later, you're finding a contaminated pie. With your
She specialises in mug,
there might be some
sort of mugging and obscure looks.
Compo, we need your fingerprints, you know?
Slander and defamation are two separate things, but
Oh, this is so confusing.
Don't they already have his? Wouldn't they already have his fingerprints? He's got priors.
Probably.
You know how fingerprints like to shed themselves and reform.
Chris turfed us out. Oh, Richo's had a few, right? Stands on a stool and drops his tweeds, right? A few drinks, bit of a laugh. What's the harm in that, eh?
what?
They just. I'm sure that's probably not procedure. Oh, just chuck in the corner there.
Yeah.
Anyway, Chris turfs Richo out.
Wouldn't you get every other police thing? They do the printing thing when they come in. They sign the paperwork.
Stood on a stool and done a strip, I wouldn't have
Just
turned
no
her out,
chance.
would I?
Chris, would it?
Yeah, well, Tykes used to be a bit more broad-minded.
Wait, so Compo is pro-homo?
Well, I don't know.
Well, look at that shirt.
Yeah, I was going to say the shirt's a little bit on the flamboyant side.
And Richo says
In a
there's
cowboy
generally some in the
suit.
fridge.
Maybe
No,
slipping a
Fashion.
mouse into a pie is like, you know, Victorian language of flowers kind of thing.
Oh yeah, like a carnation. In the,
Yeah.
a carnation in the hole.
This
Oh, that was
Valentine's
the wrong
Day,
way.
stay with a dead mouse.
Anyone else at the bakehouse?
If there'd been anyone
I
else
have
there,
absolutely
we
no
wouldn't
idea
have
what the
done
fuck
it.
he's saying.
Bill and William are very particular about who they let in there, you know.
But then again, I'm obsessing over her hair and outfit the whole time.
Polished off the cold ones and the pies. I drove Richo
But this
home
is
and
the
back
second
to
time we've viewed it. We're still no more the
I don't
wiser.
wanna get into, any breach of
I don't
any
think
sexual
anybody is.
discrimination laws, but,
Draped him over the front fence.
Richo's wife's a bit strict with him, you know. Gets very stroppy when you bring him home, so I generally drape him over the front fence.
Is it the reveal?
Wait, is Richo and Chris? Is it Richo and Chris that
Who
are
the
together?
fuck are Richo and Chris?
Chris is the gay
I
one.
hate
Oh,
mice.
Chris is the... Well, who's
They affect my
Richo?
nerves,
That's
why
the
I-
young guy?
He's the
I
muscle
know.
car guy.
Is
Oh,
he?
is it?
All right. So why was he talking about Richo and Chris?
Well, maybe it is Richo, who I thought it was to begin with.
2:45 thereabouts.
So Richo's wife is strict.
So Richo is married.
Since I was 15.
He never sees
Yeah, Richo and his wife, yeah.
Oh, okay. You're
They
more
should
than
have showed
yeah.
his wife.
Yep,
just
yep.
to-
Well, that makes sense.
establish it.
Yeah.
They don't have to. It's the 90s. They don't have to show women on television.
No.
Do you reckon this guy looks like a baker, looks like an ice cream or a... He's got that working class...
Look on his face, yeah.
look, yeah.
He probably started acting when he was 40.
And William came about a few minutes later.
He's been waiting for this role his whole life.
Yeah.
People have always said you look like a baker.
Yeah.
I've never known him to tell a lie.
Right, now listen.
And somewhere along the line, someone said, "Open your eyes wide," for dramatic
Yeah, well,
purposes.
I never really thought that Craig was the type.
It's all about the eye acting.
They don't stand still at all.
I know. He had a long
hang on.
career.
So Craig's the gay guy.
Hmm.
Contamination's a serious offence.
He's still working on this car, like, 2 days later. He's a real Australian.
This guy is gayer than Chris, by the way.
Yeah. If they had a lineup and you had to pick someone, as soon as I saw that T-shirt,
This is your first station?
I mean, Chris, you look at him. He's professional. He's wearing a button, chef's thing with a nicely tied cravat thing.
No.
So tell me about all these weekends you're working.
This guy's got an empty head. I'm just assuming that there are no thoughts in there.
No.
I don't know, Adam, you tell me.
It's a matter of putting in the hard yards.
He seems to just spend his whole time sort of like looking vaguely around the room with very little dialogue at all.
Shouldn't this interview be happening confidentially? If she's mounting some investigation.
Yeah, you could say the same thing about why the fuck is she investigating this other pie incident. She was only here to explicitly look at Mount Thomas Police Station.
But she's not looking at the pie incident.
No, that's the other woman.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Lama
Oh my
Vest.
god, I can't
There
tell
we
them
go.
apart.
She is investigating the...
I just suddenly realised there are two different
Ponytail.
people.
They do look the
So
same.
one of them always wears a ponytail. She's
Yeah.
the mouse lady.
Oh.
The Bob lady. She's the.
Oh,
books.
okay. I'm guilty of like just focusing on the fringe and the outfit.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Oh, she's the same person. Oh, and you paid me out in McLeod's Daughters for not understanding that.
It's been
I just thought there were all these different guys, but they were just the one guy. You
No.
paid me out.
I thought it was the same person.
So we naturally
She's
turn
got
around and
totally different
sabotage the
hair. It's
family
much longer. It's
business.
Yeah,
darker.
I'm only looking
This
at
is
the
my
front.
son you're talking about. Since his mother died, Mel and the business are all I've got left.
We understand that.
I don't think you do.
Of course his mother's dead.
Because of that. To help his old man. And now you're accusing him. He was born like he is. Doesn't make him a monster.
We know that.
It doesn't sound...
Born this way before the 2010 era.
That's where the inspiration of the song came from.
She watched this.
Yeah,
Who
was
knew that
like,
Lady Gaga was such a
into a
big
song.
fan of this show?
Yeah.
All right, now she's the one who's not investigating mice.
Oh, now I get it.
Not the geographic
He looks
spread, so I
enormous.
He looks
Look,
dopey.
He's sitting like over the far side of the room. It looks like they're sitting at the same
He
table.
looks drunk or high or
Oh yeah.
that right eye is like.
What do you mean? Someone with police experience, do
Sass.
Bit of a novelty?
Look, can we just drop the aggro
Huh?
for a minute and look at these figures in detail, please?
Oh, the aggro.
Yeah, great. It's paperwork time at the police station too.
How bored does Lisa McCune do? Who fills out paperwork like I'm just going to sit here and look so
Cross-legged.
passive aggressive, pissed off?
You applied for
She's
the
doing a
watch house.
crossword or something.
Yep, that's me, all right.
I love how in pretty much every scene there's massive blocking of the camera for the person who's behind.
Yeah, like in this case, and you've also got this like hat,
hangers.
yeah, right in front. I always like find it most disconcerting in the bar scenes.
Yeah.
that it's so claustrophobic.
It seems like it must be a really, really small set or something.
Meaning you're not. That's right.
I don't know, like somehow they
Do
think
you
it like
reckon
adds
which season
drama.
is this?
Second.
Because they've just this. Speaking of foreshadowing, this is where they start dropping in the like, oh, he's got to get married. Because he's applied for the watch house keeper's job, and he's going. The watch house keeper is meant to be married.
Yeah.
And he's going. You know, where does it say that? And, oh, it's assumed. So. This must be the episode where they really start going, okay,
Yeah.
they've got to marry him off.
Okay, and I attempted to bring this up last
got to make
time.
very big
He
babies.
is the sort of the Adelaide connection to this show that he is Schultz, Constable Schultz, and his I think he's from Adelaide, and his parents are German, and he's striving to become Sergeant Schultz,
In the absence of more senior officers,
making completing the Hogan's Heroes gag
If I write that down, I haven't heard it quite
as
in
a
that form
dig
before.
at South Australia.
So you're going to go for a beer after work?
Boo.
That's entirely possible,
Fuck
Constable.
you.
Now tell me why Sergeant Croydon never seems
Why
to
is he
call
trying to
him
fuck her? The younger one clearly wants to fuck her.
Oh, I think fucking everybody's having a go.
He's not. Look at that, what he's doing with that pen.
Yeah.
Goes, yeah, I come to the pub.
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
my
he's doing the same
rendezvous
thing
to
with
see
his
bacon.
glasses. He's sort of like, yeah,
A simple
sticking the
strategy
fucking
to address the problem be to incorporate yourself
arm
more
of his
effectively
glasses
into
like
the
into
roster.
his mouth.
But he's married, isn't he?
Oh, well.
Well, that may have been the way in the
anything.
past for the officer in charge to roster himself on the day shift. But this is 1995, Sergeant. You have to lead by example. You have to show that you're an efficient and
95.
effective officer.
How old were
The
you?
future. I was 5.
We're all team players here.
Well, Constable Cooper does a lot of work on evenings and weekends.
Has he been complaining?
No. He seemed to think it was part of the system. Doing the hard yards was how he put it.
A no smoking sign indoors as well.
Oh, I was just looking at
That's
that.
radical.
Yeah.
Patterson.
Doesn't look like that office is very secure at all. There's an open panel out to the front.
Oh, is that? I was looking at it. I couldn't work out what the fuck it was.
That's the front counter, and you can see into the constable's
It's
office.
yeah.
Could be getting a rut.
Oh, that's right. You've got the guide dogs coin donation thing.
His prints are in
That
The old
looks
fashioned
like
one.
she shouldn't be asking about the rosters. She should be asking about when you're going to put up a set of fucking blinds.
Yeah.
Nice set of Venetian.
I think there could have been a sliding door there. Nice, like model police car in the background.
It's most likely one of Craig's mates. We haven't checked.
You always want to feel like, can they open a window and get a little bit of like natural light in this like
That's why
place?
he's sniffing his finger.
dungeon.
It's preferable to the smell of the
Their
room.
evidence. Unless we refrigerate them, they're going to go off. You're going to have to freeze them, PJ. I know you're a bachelor, but this is ridiculous.
They put pies in evidence.
You're the woman. Are you going to tell him?
We have been looking for somewhere else, boss.
Your place, that brothel.
Oh.
What?
Wow, bullshit. I'm a man. I don't know about freezing shit.
Take me over for a so-called meal.
Biology. It's basic biology. Why does a woman have to know that things go off?
I can put the hours in, boss.
It says 95 chances are that none of the guys have done home except
Yeah.
T7.
How does he know? If he's not a woman.
Yeah.
Maxing away.
You saw
But
a
he's
woman.
nagged by a woman. He's
Yeah.
married, so he knows all about being nagged by proper departments for food in a
I just don't want my
refrigerator.
officers living entirely on TV dinners.
Right, good evening to you, Grace.
Oh, is he short? Is that the joke there?
Mineral water,
I don't know.
Well, they said grumpy, doc, and happy. Well,
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
Oh, I missed that.
Sergeant Croydon always worried
I was
about
too
his
busy
team's diet.
admiring the shirts on both of those.
And a sea of khaki, really. It looks like the
Yeah.
rec room scene from MASH. Everyone's wearing a khaki shirt. She's wearing a khaki suit.
Sergeant Croydon volunteered to take them home and put them in his freezer.
His wife must be a saint.
It's a bit early for that.
It's hardly a corpse. Oh, I guess
Yeah,
it's
it's
a mouse.
pies.
I'm sorry.
It's
No one told me.
Oh, he was married.
When you're up to speed on the professional...
Oh, so he was. Oh.
Not him. It's, Constable Croydon.
Okay.
That must have happened in the first season.
Mm.
Yeah, all right.
What was that?
Constable Croydon's wife, I think, is dead.
Oh, okay.
You guys got a minute? Yep.
Here we go.
Before you start hassling me, mates, there's no way them or me could have done it.
Yeah, why not?
We couldn't have got in. That place is like Fort Knox.
It's
year they
evening,
broke
she's
in
got
and
her
turned
formal
the locks
scrunchie in.
something else, if you know what I mean. Unless someone smashed down a door or something.
How does he know about the break-in?
Hand back your keys.
Must be him.
Yeah.
The locks when I got the sack.
I missed that clue last time.
Craig, and you haven't been back.
I went
Oh,
to
he
get
was
some
working
stuff
there.
from my locker. Keys didn't work. I went back with someone else.
I don't even know which break-in they're talking about.
Yeah.
Craig was working there. Chris.
Yeah.
And you're happy in the service.
Yes, I am.
The who's that?
Chris
woman?
must have met him at work.
I feel bad about deriding this show for so long, going, this is fucking Miss Marple.
Yeah, it's deep.
It's
But who's this
detailed.
person?
Certainly. This is Grace McDonald, and Grace is a policy review person from head office. She's been asked
Why
to
add more characters?
I think she's in love with that guy. But,
Your time?
No worries.
So is he trying to angle for the watch housekeeper's job
Yeah, that's what he
as an
wants.
excuse to propose? It's like, right, okay, now I've got to...
Oh.
I don't think he
I've got to
actually wants
produce
to get
a wife.
married.
No, I don't know. Yeah, it's probably not for the best reason. Because, like, in the episode where he has his parents in it, he wants to become a sergeant too, just to impress his dad.
Oh, that pat, 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 pat on
You
the
might as well not be living here now.
thigh that continues.
You won't take me anywhere. You won't even be seen with me in public.
Look, Sasha. Billy's
Because I'm embarrassed about
Yeah.
You know how quick this town is to judge.
She's a woman. He's the one who's been dating Chris.
I'm not saying
Oh, but he's not married. He can't get the job.
No.
I'm just trying
Can't be him.
to protect you.
You're trying to protect yourself.
You're all right. Well, I'm trying
But
to
he
protect
was
both.
married, I think.
No, it doesn't. I feel like I'm hidden away.
He doesn't even sound like an Adelaidean, South Australian.
What do you call a policy?
The way he
No.
said both just then.
Yeah.
I'm supposed to be
Both.
locked away like a nun.
Both. There's none of that trap bastard split going on.
Look, you want to do me a big favour? Can we go somewhere else and talk about it?
No, Nick. I want to talk about it out there, in the bar where people can see us and gossip.
Beautiful
about us
acting.
just as if we were normal people.
Beautiful.
And if we can't do that, then I have to assume you are ashamed of me.
God, I didn't realise he was such a creep. He's got this secret girlfriend he's wanting to be
Yeah, but not the
Married?
Yeah, no, he's wanting to. Like, I'm keeping you secret so I can protect you. That is seriously creepy.
We don't know who Malcolm's friend is.
Should we mention that this is the last act and it all takes place in the bar?
It's weird. Like, yeah, who is back at the station at this point? The only person I think is
it's the
absent
young
is
guy
Lisa
who's in
McCune.
stripes.
With a married man.
Who?
What
The
name?
beige guy.
No, he was there. He had
right.
he had the green shirt with
He
the
was meant to be
Oriental
doing that.
writing on the back.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's right.
He's a decent kid.
His khaki blended.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
it's
Lisa
the
McCune
ninth
was
series.
back there. She was meant to be at the pub. He was meant to be there, but they've had to switch the rosters
Yeah.
because of the bob
There's no
hair.
harm in him. He was a bit prone to the old elbow.
McDonald.
Went in for the
Did he just say
ball.
fighting queen?
Yeah.
I have no idea.
I think he might
Here's
have.
the journalist.
Yeah, we did courses in it.
Little bird tells me there's a small problem.
But if she's this investigative journalist, surely you would have seen her more. Maybe that was her feet. No, when they took Clancy off to the police station, we go, who are these mystery feet? That's
she was
hers.
hiding behind the car.
And if the cousins
Detail picked up. Yeah.
Curious to see what this drink is.
That's why you were doing that photography.
a few additional shots for possible alternatives.
I think it's her drink.
How much money's involved?
Because I think it's one of those pinwheel things in the
Yeah.
July that she's got in her.
No.
But high six figures.
So they want to build townhouses in Mount Thomas.
How are you picking this up?
She just said that's why she was taking photos.
Okay.
Earlier in the show.
No, Mark
we
was-
are not missing. We are missing so much in the show.
But Mark was tooting his own horn earlier about how he's very good picking up.
on the discussion.
I'm not in this. I have.
No, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about the other Mark.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's
I should have
very-
taken that
He's
compliment.
a regular. No.
Just go on with it, going,
Compliment-
that's right, okay.
What?
The compliment goes straight to
trained as a
our
chef,
guest.
and now you're in a country
Regular
town
Miss
making bread
Marple.
and
I'm very
You're a
impressed.
homosexual in a homophobic town?
Sure, you must want to refuse.
You couldn't even pick up whether it was the same woman or not.
Money?
Yeah, homosexual in a homophobic town. No thanks to you guys.
But that take years.
I've been totally referring to this guy
Is she
by the wrong
signaling
name, by
with
the
that
way.
watch?
Apparently his name is Mel.
His name is Mel.
Yeah.
Well, who was the other person that was like coming up? What was it?
Chris?
Chris?
Who's Chris?
I am lost.
I have no idea.
Again, just when you thought you had this like pinned down.
Sabotaging my father's business to help my love of
I
clothes
think
and
we
beauty.
have to watch it a third time.
So that I can set myself up in a city restaurant
You might think that you're doing your father a favour.
by taking the one thing he's got left.
The real estate might be worth more than the business.
And this is like what confused me last time. Why is he suddenly under so much scrutiny? What exactly has he done at this point? Beyond being
He was
gay?
born that way.
Yeah, he was born a criminal.
Yeah, there was an offer.
He's the only person that's actually been officially taken into the station.
This guy.
Yeah.
This
Oh,
guy.
okay.
No threats, no.
No, none.
And they haven't been back to you.
And is this his uncle?
I think this is his uncle, yes.
Okay.
We'll have to go back and consider it again in the light of recent events.
Because I remember last time I had some sort of like half-cocked theory that he was actually the person he was having the affair
And
with.
this is the father.
How fast are these cuts?
Now comes without
We've-
its pies. It just can't
Within
imagine.
a minute, we've had like 3 different.
No.
And it's not an artistic enough show to have these cuts.
No.
Especially after a laborious like 7 minutes at the pub.
But it's also very dated. You don't have any of these sound effects.
Yeah.
You don't have the rah in the
You
background.
might be looking at it again in light of
No
recent
quips, no
How
puns.
Yeah.
many ways do you want me to put
It's
it?
gritty. It's
Barrett's
dark.
isn't for sale. It wasn't for sale when Celia Donald sicked those smooth-talking city bastards under us in the first place, and it is not for sale now.
The offer from Townhouse Estates is still on the
Who's Celia Donald?
No fucking knows.
Neither Townhouse Estates nor I would have anything to do with such a practice.
Her. Is that no?
I don't understand. What's the connection between the poison pies and the townhouses?
Well, they obviously want to close
They're
the
wanting to
bakery
close it down
and
so they can build on the land.
That's a really flimsy bit of
Yeah, bakeries don't
industrial
take up that much
espionage.
space.
no.
What? You're still talking to the developer.
They're making a few pies in Mount Thomas. It's hardly like.
Is it this guy?
William?
Is responsible for the poisoning.
Yeah.
I can see how it looks.
Yeah, I'm starting to think that too now.
I don't care how it looks.
You talking
That
to
he
the
wants to
developers
fuck
behind
his
back?
brother
Something
over
else
and.
of the business goes down the tubes.
Oh yeah, but there we go.
It's him. It's him.
So the gay guy had nothing to do with it.
I have the right to a life.
Exonerated.
As a widow.
Yeah,
Lloyd
it's him.
Daniels.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. I missed that.
We used to go out dancing together in the old days.
We've watched this before and we did
I
not
don't even
pick this
remember
up.
this scene. I think we were
What
talking
were
over
we
this
talking
scene.
about before?
So Morty
I
married
think
a
I
clerk
blacked
and went
out.
to start work
I
at 3 in
think
the
so.
morning.
I think blacking out was what I did as well.
About a year ago he died.
Maybe
I mean, we've
we
done
blacked out. We accidentally deleted most of the
We've
recording.
done the scrunchy talk. We've done the lame
Oh.
top talk. We've
And I
done the
asked
eye rolling talk. But
the jive, the hop, you know.
I think we just assumed this was this is dull. We
I'm
just
still
talk
working
over it.
Baker's house, aren't I? And I have one chance to cash it all in.
He hates
Get
his
married,
job.
have a life. William says no. He likes making pies. He's happy as Larry at it.
His name was Bill, not Bell.
Make too many of them.
So he can't get
No, the last
married
time I had a
because
pie.
he's a baker.
19.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, he doesn't earn
Is it
enough.
like no? Like I wanted to get married. I wanted to cash it all in. I wanted to get married. I wanted to settle down.
Not as
But he goes,
far as
no,
my
you've got to be a
cousin William
baker.
is
He's doing some
I didn't
serious
realise it
hours
was like
down
the
there.
brotherhood.
Yeah.
I'm sure
Bakers-
he would find a nice girl in Mount Thomas who would understand.
Settle.
You're a
Already seen
baker.
another bloke as well.
I thought you were going
Early
to
to
say
bed, early
settle.
to
Yeah.
rise.
Bank manager.
Bakers work really, really long hours. I actually really wanted to be a baker
Bear to lose again.
until I discovered that baker hours are essentially 60 hours a week
Bear to lose her again.
from like 3 a.m. to middle of the day.
So I tracked the mice.
I worked at
I got
a bakery
parrot
in
in
front of
my
the house
front
selling the
door seat.
shit. And I always thought that they were really
Worst
weird,
part was
but
killing the
it
poor
wasn't
beggars.
until afterwards I realised they're all just sleep deprived. They're all,
Yeah.
I'm seeing them at that I'm crazy, I'm slightly flirty, I'm slightly nuts.
Yeah.
I'm going home to bed stage. They've been up for like 12 hours,
just leaving now, so-
breathing in fermenting yeast.
Sorry I didn't get a chance to talk to you two.
Just as long as you didn't make any uninformed decisions.
Oh, books told us.
Oh,
What? She's meant to be this thorough. And
She
she's
read the
doing
books.
She read, yeah. She knows these two have got nothing to offer.
Can't wait for the final scene where everything comes together.
Yeah, she's been up to see everything through this window. She doesn't need to
I'm afraid
interview
you're
them.
going back to St.
I
David's.
think that acting.
I'm sorry.
Oh.
I'm stuck with you. Boss.
Why? My work ethic's excellent. We hate your dress sense.
Yeah.
Been a complaint?
No complaints. Your efficiency's not increased.
Was she all the way sort of like through the first and second season, or?
I have no idea. Is she gonna go crazy and kill everyone?
Go and give her a bloody ticket.
I'm sorry, mate. I really am.
Sorry, mate.
Thanks, Peter.
I can't keep in uniform forever.
The sexual tension.
If I hadn't
Back at the pub.
wouldn't be happy.
I have no idea of what time it is.
That was a terrible shot, by the way. She was holding it and then she angled it and then she took the shot.
Why do you also have a scene where there's a big farewell? See you, mate. Cut. First two people you see are the same two characters again, back together.
Live with it, live without it.
And
She
obviously,
wasn't that feisty in this
no,
show.
look, and he's seeing her goodbye. This is obviously was all filmed in like the previous like scene. They've just tried to space it out.
Switch shirts.
Oh, the fucking.
By the way, this is the end of the
So-
episode, guys. This is the end of the episode. This is it.
to see you.
Oh, they're about to embrace.
Yeah.
About to make out.
Oh.
They're about to be liberal for the 90s.
That's why they're not jumping in.
Yeah.
We want to see where this goes.
That's why Beige Man is hanging back. End of episode.
That's the end of the show. It makes no sense.
And why? Yeah. I can't figure out like why you would have this like scene of where 30 guys like bash the gay baker at the end, and in some sort of like women's...
Wait, no, the baker made the first strike.
Yeah, true. But at the same time, you get this like whimsical. Nah, okay.
Break it up.
Yeah. At least it makes more sense this time. I have a feeling that I understood who was the conspirator and who poisoned the...
I picked up that there was a townhouse development. I did not pick that up last time.
I didn't pick that up last time.
I had no idea. Yeah, I thought it was just all compo sort of claim combined with a gay...
So who was the
tourist.
gay guy sleeping with?
We never found out. Oh, I think it must have been like...
Willie McGuinness.
Started beating him up.
Yeah.
That's why he doesn't want
think
to show
so.
his girlfriend.
Well, but
No,
he's not married.
He's not married. Ah.
Yeah.
He should be married if he's going to be the watch house keeper.
It's a mystery.
Yeah, it will always be a mystery. Unless we watch the show without talking over it.
Hey gang, let's watch the next episode.